What's going on, Aquarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of September 2024. So, in this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the month of September 2024. So, before we begin this reading, Aquarius, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know, my loves, that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. Even the Southerners love me up here. And so, without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what wants to come through for you for the month of September 2024. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aquarius. Don't you love when jumpers come out and it's the exact number of cards that you need? It's pretty amazing here. All right, now let me just break it down. Let me just break it down here for you, Aquarius, for this month. So for many of you, the first thing that you have to understand is that there has been many obstacles put in your way. I feel that it's by a darker force basically manipulating you to basically stunt your growth or your potential, and that's all changing in September 2024 for you. In September 2024, you're really I'm getting a visual of a person with a machete, like chopping through a forest. So you're gonna be blazing a new trail through uncharted territory, but you're gonna be doing it with basically a chip on your shoulder. And what that means is that you're gonna have a certain dynamic edge about you that was created through an obstacle that you're now really ready to overcome. And there's this sense that in the month of September, you're going to be basically like fired up, and you're going to be like, I'm going to fight for what I want. I'm going to fight for my potential, because for a lot of you here, there's been like a period where you were tricked into settling for less than you actually deserve. Let me repeat that. Over the last while in your life, for many of you Aquariuses, you've basically become like a domesticated dog. That's how I want to put it. You've become like a domesticated dog because you're like, there's nothing I can do about this situation. There are forces bigger than me. I don't know who's doing this. But in September 2024, there's going to be a lot of changes in your life. Spirit's warning you about that. But it's saying amidst the chaos, you have to have your own North Star amidst the chaos. Okay? There's definitely something, Aquarius, about a new relationship coming in for you, but there's something about it's a reward. Now, I feel for many of you, if you really do your best to focus your energy in September, you're going to have new business contacts, and if you're single, a new love interest, potentially with a fire sign, is on the table for you. But before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these oracle cards, Aquarius, contain the energy that you need more of in September. And the first one is Brigid, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. So this is the goddess of springtime and fire. And so I really feel like the energy that you need more of is like a burning feeling. So you need to kind of like burn out the, like when you think of food, you think of like hunter-gatherers who like killed a deer and they were eating the deer. They had to cook it so that all the bad stuff would burn out so that they could then digest it. And it's the same thing for you, Aquarius. There's some sort of challenge, or you're facing uncertainty. For a lot of you is the problem. A lot of you will be facing uncertainty, but don't let that stop you from having a burning fire from within, because a lot of you are blazing your own trail. And the biggest trick of the universe, of the dark forces that are against you here, is to stop you from blazing a trail and just to have you in uncertainty. So this is a time of new beginnings. Bridget is kind of like the Aries energy. So I see you chopping through trees here, burning a new trail. Now you also have Green Tara, Supreme Protection. There definitely is something about opposition in this reading. And there's something about you're very close to defeating any sort of energy that has come against you. Let me repeat that. There's definitely something coming through about you are more protected than you know as well for the Aquarian collective. You have Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. And so as you blaze this new trail forward, you're gonna have to move forward knowing that you are protected. You're going to have to believe that you are protected, because trust me, many of you are in ways that would blow your mind if you really knew what was happening. So there's also something about cords are very close to being completely cut. There's someone from your past, Aquarius. There's some energy that I'm picking up on for you here about you are about to burn the cord that has been binding you to karma. A lot of you are finally learning to let go of toxic karmic relationships because you know that there is more out there for you. That's really what September is about. And so a lot of you are going to be feeling like, I'm going off on my own. I'm surrendering the old life, and I'm going to blaze a new trail knowing that I'm protected. That's the energy that I get. Now you also have Lord Ganesh, Infinite Abundance. So obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So yeah, this is you blazing a new trail, knowing that you're protected, to find infinite abundance, or to calibrate with infinite abundance, to be in resonance with that frequency. Because what a lot of you are going to realize is that your potential has been extremely stunted by some sort of force in your life. For a lot of you, I feel like this is karmic relationships. And right now, it's a time where the old is crumbling around you. But what Spirit is trying to tell you is that although the old is crumbling around you, now is the time to take action. Now is the time not to get lazy. Now is the time to really trust what you know. Trust what you've learned. What I get from this reading is that you've really recently, over like the last maybe 3 months, have learned so much information. It's up to you to double down on that information, even if it makes people feel uncomfortable. Because if you double down on the information, you're going to have to walk away from some people, places, or things here. That's really what I get. And you're basically realigning what it means to be authentic to you. Because here's the thing. No one can decide what makes you happy in this life. That's what you're realizing as well, is that no one gets to decide what makes me happy. And you've been dealing with people and circumstances that are like, you don't love yourself, Aquarius. You're not happy. You're just like, you don't even know me, first of all. Like, that's the energy that I get here. So, and there's something about a new relationship that you actually, and this is going to make some of you uncomfortable. Let me repeat that. Let me get what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. Okay? There's a new relationship on the horizon for you that you first need to burn away all of the bull crap. There is a soulmate relationship. There is someone of your like frequency waiting for you here. Okay? You just haven't met them yet. And like, some of you know who this person is. For some of you, you literally have no idea who this person is. This could be your kingdom spouse, your divine partner, that I feel somehow both of you are in this process of burning. So don't be afraid to write something on a piece of paper that you no longer want and burn it. Go into the sauna, fire, burn. I'm gonna let that crap burn. Okay, there's a lot of smoke in this reading, literally. And what Spirit is letting you know is that there's a lot of forces that try to stop you, but all they could really do is like glamour you, or all they could really do is manipulate your potential. And now that that's ending, your enemies are going to be crapping their pants. Now that the enemy in your life or the opposition in your life cannot control your mind anymore, and you're going to be on a fearless path of a new beginning, being protected, moving towards infinite abundance, now the karma is going to be flipped and dealt to the people who tried to hold you down. But it wasn't flipped before, when you were just basically stuck in an illusion. So, and this is one of the main messages that I'm getting, Aquarius, and this sounds weird, is like you have to fight, you have to win a spiritual war in order to come into alignment with your soul family and your divine partner. Now look, there's going to be a lot of spiritual practitioners out there that are like, Austin, I'm Sandy the Squirrel, Austin, and nothing has to be this hard, Austin. Well, guess what? You don't have 20 squares in your chart like me, because you think no, let me see your squares. You don't have them. Okay, so shut up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. What I'm trying to say is that, yes, there is a fight ahead of you. There is a spiritual battle ahead of you to burn away all the bullcrap, and you have to go through this battle to meet your soul family and to meet your to really come into alignment, divine union with a love relationship. Now, what I get for some of you is that you've already really gone through the battle. Now it's time to like brush yourself off and prepare, but you're still gonna have to go through a battle. But that's what I get, like, because some people would say that, oh, Austin, I'm Sandy, I'm Squirrel, and I'm in my bubble dome, and you live in a pineapple, and this doesn't have to be so hard, Austin. Well, guess what? You don't have Squidward and Patrick as your neighbor, so shut up, Sandy. First of all, your accent sucks. Anyway, you have the Hanged Man here in your opportunity. So I feel like this is your opportunity, is that you're definitely having a spiritual awakening. Your opportunity is to come to a moment of temporary enlightenment, and I feel part of that is just knowing your path this month, Aquarius, is that you're just going to be blazing a new trail, knowing that you're protected, moving towards infinite abundance. And it's as long as you can surrender to that, I feel this is what you need to do. Although we'll see why the Hanged Man is in your opportunity. I also feel like there is a relationship coming in that you're going to be surrendering to, but you know that it's going to require you to become the best version of yourself. This reading is giving the vibes, Aquarius, that like you have really been working on yourself, but now that you've like defeated these old demons, new level, new devil. So your challenge is the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like this is, being receptive to fiery energy. The Queen of Wands is someone who is extremely enthusiastic, innovative, creative, feisty even. She doesn't really care what people think about her. So this is your challenge to, I feel, work with this energy. Now, here's the thing as well. Some of you, and I'm getting this very strongly, some of you have been tricked out of the Queen of Wands energy because you don't want to be like that person. My name's Sandy, it's a squirrel, and I will be like nothing like the people who hurt me because I'm just 10 times higher vibrational than you. Listen, but so your challenge is that some of you are going to fall into a trap of, I don't want to be anything like those people who hurt me. I don't want to be anything like that dark force. Sometimes you got to be a maniac to defeat a maniac. Sometimes, like, if you're being somehow bullied by the universe, then you need to like stand up and let the universe know, like, I'm not the one to play with. And a big trap that a lot of you could fall into is like saying, well, I'm just gonna sit here and be lazy because I don't want to have to work hard for a partner. I don't want to have to blaze a new trail for my abundance because Sandy the Squirrel told me that this could be easy. Well, guess what? There's a time and place for everything. And right now, SpongeBob, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Okay, and so this is now it's interesting that the King of Wands is coming out as well. There could be a relationship that's really up in the air for you at this time based on your timeline shifting. That's what I get as well. Now, what I get is as well, there was someone that you were dealing with recently, Aquarius, that you liked certain qualities about them until they became too toxic. And so you said, I want someone who is not like this person at all. The truth is that you liked the qualities of the toxic person that you're now letting go of. It's like you can have hot and nice. You don't have to settle for hot and mean. Like based on this reading, I feel like in the past you were settling for someone who was really hot, but they were also like mean, and you liked that until you realized that it was like a character flaw and this person isn't like playing around mean, like they're actually mean. You're now going to move towards like hot and nice, but they can be mean when they want to, but the difference is that they're in control of it. Okay. And so in your overall general energy, it's interesting. You have the King of Wands upright, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and you also have the Magician. So I feel like there is really a big relationship up in the air. You have the Queen of Wands in your challenge. I do feel like there is some sort of fiery, authentic person who is gonna who could be blocking your potential at this time if you let them back in. And this month, I would advise you to blaze a new trail, knowing that you're spiritually protected, towards infinite abundance. No more settling for karmics. No more settling for someone who doesn't really do it for you. Because trust me, in what you don't see coming, as in this, basically this reading is, when you're so dedicated to purifying yourself and moving towards infinite abundance and cutting cords, this divine spouse who you're meant to be with is literally just going to fall in your lap when you're doing your own thing, synchronistically. You've been trying to force it with karmics, and it's not working. Now, here's the thing as well. Based on your overall general energy, a lot of you will be fighting through uncertainty. You will be fighting through uncertainty this month. But a lot of you as well, what I get from this is that you are literally blasting through illusions to get to your true potential. Because I get that there's some people out there that try to like trick you into settling for less when it comes to your destiny, when it comes to your relationships. And now you're just like, once you like, you're like a shark that smells blood. Okay, here's what I get from this reading is that you were a shark basically in the ocean, and there were these invisible traps that kept you in a certain part of the ocean where there was no food. Now you just busted through one of the gates and you're like, is it safe to go into the deeper ocean, or am I better off in my prison? But now that you blasted through the gate in the ocean, now you smell blood for the first time. And there's going to be that little part of you that just says, no, just go back into the chamber where I'm slowly dying because it's safe there. No, you're going deep sea diving, baby. Slow motion this side. Okay, and so then in what you don't see coming, this is really where you're going to be in your flow, and you're going to have big, like there's a certain level of hope, and a new dawn, a new day has come into your life. Now, in what you don't see coming, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and also the Knight of Cups. So I feel that once you start doing your own thing, maybe you get into a routine, maybe you start to really start blazing your own trail, you start to do different things here. You're on your own, you couldn't care less here. That's when towards the end of the month you have an unexpected love thing pop up towards the end of the month. Now, for others of you, if that doesn't have to do with it, and for a lot of you this month as well, you're going to be meeting someone who's on your level, to where there's actually a genuine appraisal of the stage that you're in, and someone can handle that. I feel that what's coming through is that you were with someone, Aquarius, in the past who wanted you, who didn't accept you where you were, and they wanted you to be some like boss mommy, boss daddy, and you're like, I'm like working towards that, or you already are that, but then they like to try to chop you down. You're not a boss daddy, you're not, like, there was something off with the genuine appraisal of where you were on your life's journey when it comes to this karmic person that you're now letting go of. There's someone new coming in who's going to be like, oh, you're here? That's great, but I see you getting better, I see you like growing, but it's actually genuine. So the universe is sending you someone, for many of you. Now, if there is not a love thing happening this month. It's going to be more so you're so dedicated to your growth and to really letting reality penetrate you, to whatever Spirit's trying to tell you, because there's going to be a lot of downloads. Even though the Hanged Man is your opportunity, I don't see it as a month of inaction for you. I see it as a month of recalibration for you and you waking up to your true potential. Like, oh my God, what was I doing settling for that? And for many of you, there's like this like beautiful North Star that you're going to be following. North Star, Sandy, shut up. So, oh my God, Sandy's feelings was hurting. Oh my God, world, whoa, shut the little Sandy, sucking it. Okay. And then in your, excuse me, shadow. And then in your, in your advice, okay? In your advice, Aquarius, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Tower, and you have the King of Pentacles here. So I do feel like there's a tower of you realizing that you were, for many of you, there's definitely a lot of things changing on a financial level at this time. And remember, the energy that you need more of is supreme protection and infinite abundance. Now, I do feel like there's been people trying to mess with you financially. Like for me, just for example, I like checked my like credit report and someone took out a credit card in my name and my credit score like literally dropped. And I didn't do that, so I'm trying to find out. Email me if you can help me with that, by the way. But there's something here happening, Aquarius, with your money or your abundance that's absolutely... a foundation of your abundance is changing. Now, there's also something here about using the pain to motivate you towards a better life. You know, there's a lot of obstacles being removed in the form of, I get like trickster energy or people trying to get you to settle, or your own mind trying to like, this is definitely karmic relationships ending and you saying that, you know what, I deserve better than this. Because here's what I get as well. There's definitely a relationship in the past, right? It could have been really fun and exciting, but ultimately toxic and immature. And so now I feel like you're in this King of Pentacles energy where you're going to need someone with you who's a little bit more grounded. Not to say that it's not going to be fun, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting things happening in this reading. So let's go ahead and clarify a little bit. I'm feeling amazing, by the way. Like, I literally... like gained like 15 pounds, but like I'm not fat, you know what I'm saying? And if you're fat, we love the chubbies at the Autistic Mystic. Look, if you're a 120 pound skinny girl, I'll probably take the fat chick, so get a grip. Okay? That doesn't include Sandy the Squirrel, because she is like both, you know. I gotta stop, but I won't stop. Won't stop, won't stop. Michael Jackson in the energy, won't stop. All right, let's clarify the Hangman. Excuse me. Why is the Hanged Man? The Queen of Cups. Okay. The World. Ten of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of third part. Okay, there's something about the person that you are going to be with next. The next person that you're going to be in a love relationship, both of you are letting go of third parties that no longer work for you anymore. Let me repeat that. The next person that you're going to be in a love relationship for the Aquarian Collective, what I'm picking up on is that both of you simultaneously are letting go of third parties that are not good for you. When it comes to your opportunity, you literally have the Queen of Cups, first of all. So this can be a love relationship coming in that you're surrendering to that might flip your world upside down. You have the World, which is to do abundance, a cycle completing. And you also have the Ten of Cups here, which is about your wish fulfillment, long-term happiness. So the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and also the World, I feel like your whole life is being upgraded at this point because you're refusing to settle for anything less than your worth at this time. But you're actually as well willing to do the work, but you're willing to do the work from an honest appraisal. Instead of like, I'm the best in the world. Yes. Good. Continue. I believe in you. But honest appraisal of where you're currently at in conjunction with that. So I don't know why I felt someone just needed to hear that. All right, because you don't want to get KO'd, man, like that. You don't want to be KO'd saying that. Okay, no. All I'm saying. All right, now let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify why the Two of Pentacles in reverse is here for you. The Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. Yeah, there's definitely someone that you're putting... There's someone who is going to make an offer to you. There's going to be someone who is going to make an offer to you that actually is quite flaky. There's someone that wants to be around you, who wants to make you an offer here, Aquarius, in September 2024, that ultimately I see you being disinterested in this. The Four of Cups is about emotional apathy. The Seven of Wands is about defending. Like, you're more interested in defending something better, even if you don't know what it is yet. You have the Emperor and the Hierophant here. So yeah, like, it's going to be really scary for you to surrender your old life and to enter into the fire and to believe that you're protected to do so and to believe in infinite abundance as you do so. But as you do so, you're going to be really happy that you did. Okay, now let's clarify why that King of Wands, Queen of Wands is interesting in this reading. Let's clarify why the Queen of Wands is your challenge. I feel like it's more of like a past energy though, but we'll see, because for some of you it's definitely not. It's more the Lovers. Yeah, you have a choice in love here to hold on or to hold out for something better. The Tower, the Chariot. Yeah, you're divinely protected to blow something up here. You could even be divinely protected to just work on yourself this month for some of you, to make a choice to love yourself. Because basically, to sum up this reading, unless your cup is full, you're never going to be able to please anyone else. So right now, you're reassessing, like, what makes me happy? What is it that's going to really elevate my potential in life? Or like, what do I want to move towards? You're going to actually, in what you don't see coming, you're going to have a solid string of wins behind you. Even if they're really small, you're going to be stacking momentum this month, I see. But let's just get some of your advice, because like, why is the Nine of Swords? For a lot of you, okay, and now this is going to be something that is crazy, but actually reveals the character of the person that you're dealing with. You want to know how crazy this person is that you're letting go? Because you're letting someone go, they're going to try to stab you in the back worse than they already have when they were with you. Let me repeat that. And this is not for everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But what I get is that when you walk away from someone and you focus on your own potential, you focus on something that's actually worth it to you, and that really makes you happy instead of settling for something that's toxic. When you walk away into the unknown, knowing that it's time for a rebirth fire, that you're protected to chase infinite abundance, there's going to be a person who feels like you're stabbing them in the back. The ironic thing is that they were the person stabbing you in the back the whole time, trying to rob you of your divine promise here. And what I get from this, Aquarius, is that you need to be careful that now there's going to be someone who is already feeding on your energy. Now that you're going to cut it off, cut the cords, because this month is big for you about cutting energetic cords. As you cut the cord, there's going to be someone who goes crazy and devises a bigger plan for you. Let me repeat that. There's going to be, like, this is the type of person, this is a person who says, I'm celibate because I don't watch porn and then masturbates 24 hours a day. This is just a backwards person who now is going to become your enemy, who was posing like they loved you, but actually they were in it for themselves. Now you're going to have to deal with a true psycho on your tail. But guess what? As long as you focus on what you're doing, they can't touch you. So let's clarify that Nine of Swords here. Let it go. There's also someone about who's horrible. The Page of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. There's someone here who's like trying to ride on your coattails that no longer can. There was someone who was really immature when it came to building a legacy with you. They were trying to do it the wrong way. They could have been immature about money. They could have had like idealistic dreams like, I'm going to own this house by next month. And you're like, no, you're not. Sorry. And then you have the Six of Pentacles here, which is about unfairness. So yeah, someone's going to feel like something's unfair, but it's fair to you. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude this